Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, we have new mods, we've got some new updates. The Lizard Mega Multi-Tool by MacTrucker921, the new Holland 8340 by 750 Ti Modding, the Brush Cutter by AW Modding, Mantrid ABP Team, the Krone Active Mode Pack by Agrar Design Austria, the Amazon DB30 by Puszkap, the Silo Pack by TWF Team Hana, the Big Garage by Gamer HZSFSH, the Farm Production by Cavalier Roy Monkey Show Modding, and the Concrete Curbs by PP have all had updates. We start with this in front of me, a load of old bull. This is the bull statue. This is by Shantyboys Map Creations. This is 5.52 megabytes download. 2 slots, 300 to buy. You'll find it under build mode and decoration. I have to say, the sort of plinth that it stood on is very nicely made and detailed. So if you're looking for a bull, whether it be you've got a cattle farm, cow farm, or you've got an animal dealer or something, or you just want to put one by the side of the road, build mode, decoration, right at the bottom, bull statue, 300. Job done. Next we've got these. This is actually very cool. These are actually very cool. These are the 5G antennas by MrAndreX. 8.02 megabytes download, 5 slots, and then you've got your customization option to pick which version you want. Now, what's curious about these is the premise behind it being is that the 5G mobile companies, telephone companies, want to rent your land. So you don't buy them because you don't own them. They just place them on your land, and they pay you for the use of your land for having their tower on your land. So they don't cost anything. So it's a source of income without any outlay. And I have to say, they're really well made as well. The level of detail on them, I mean, you can see it says 5G on them, but they're pretty cool. I think we go 5, 10, 15 or 20 grand per month. I don't think it was per year. We'll double check that. If we come up here, go across to our generators, and then we come to this one here. So there you go, 0 for the 5G antenna. Now there's only one curiosity with this, I'll be honest. So there's our first one. If we go to customization, so that one at the moment is 5,000 a month. There we go. That one there is 10,000 a month. I'll zoom in a little bit. That one there, 15,000 a month, and that one there is 20,000 a month. All at 0 cost to you. And it says 0. And that's interesting because that says 20,000 at the top, antenna 4, and then further down it says 0 to 12,000 a month. So does that one, and that one, and that one at the bottom. Now it says 0 to that because, and this is the only thing I'm a little bit. There's one of the was it the SleutjesModding government subsidy signs would only give you money when you place them if it was sunny. And then another set of signs came out by Mr. Hector, which didn't. So where you place them every hour, you get paid for the government subsidy signs. These say in the description that you get paid if it's sunny. Income granted in sunny weather. Well, do people only use their mobile phones when it's sunny? I'm assuming that's part of the script or whatever it is to make it work. But there are mods that do that. Anyway, so you won't necessarily get that amount. I suppose it depends on mobile phone usage, I guess. But anyway, like I say, I think they're pretty cool. Like I say, 0 cost to you. I like the concept of the fact that they are renting your land and paying you for that, and that's what you can do with them. The 5G antennas. Next, we've got these. This is the marker stakes. 1.65 megabytes download by Kaymara. These are 3 slots each, 5. I say 3 slots. There's one again. Customization option is the color, as you can see: yellow, orange, white, red, and blue. And you can use these for marking out anything you want. You can mark out the end of tram lines, so at the end of your field you can see, you're aiming for that point. If you follow that, you're, obviously we can have tram lines on precision farming and stuff now anyway. You can have those field edge boundaries, whatever you want marked, you can mark with them. If we go into build mode, these ones were under others, I think, if I recall. Yep, there you go, right at the bottom there. And then when you go on it, like anything else, for the customization option, press R3, and then or whatever controller you're on, orange, white, red, and blue. And then you can mark out whatever you want to mark out. That's the marker stakes. Next, we've got this Multifruit silo. 1 million litre capacity. It is 6.05 megabytes download, 4 slots, 30,000 to buy by FSPT. Build mode, up across to silos, and then we come down to, now we've got a lot of silos installed, so Just making sure we get the right one. There we go, just there. So 30 grand for 1 million litres. That's not too bad at all. And it doesn't take liquids. It's very emphatic about that in the description. Or it says no milk of any kind, it does say. But you'll see all in and out and shake it all about. I won't read them all out, but Multifruit silo, 1 million litres. Now, one thing I haven't checked, I would assume it's 1 million litres in total, not 1 million litres each thing. I would have said, personally. I suppose what I've got to do is check it now, haven't I? Of course I have. If I put 1 million litres of one thing in, then try and put something else in, we'll see what happens. Bear with me. I should have done that. Well, I should have done that when I was prepping all of this, but anyway. It's 1 million litres total. I've got 1 million litres of wheat in there. Tried to put something else in and it wouldn't let me. So 1 million litres total, not each product. Next we have got this shed with patio. This by Patio and ikas. 3.87 megabytes download. 12 slots. 60,000 to buy. Customization option is colour. As you can see, this one's blue. Change the colour and it will change all of that section. Covered porch. Maybe it says patio. Does it mean porch? Regardless, small door to the sides here, which brings us in. Lighting was just behind the door here. Large door to the side. There you have it. Shed with patio. Next we've got a bit of a beastie. This is the farm building pack by Kastor D-S-Agrarservice, 74.24 megabytes download with 26 different items in this pack. It's a bit of a minefield, so bear with me. So some of these buildings are duplicated with different functions. So we've got sheds. If we go into our sheds, there are 8 sheds. Come down to here and we start off with that one there. So this one is this one here, 45 grand. Slot counts on these sheds range between 3 and 8, so nothing break the bank-ish. That one there, 75 grand. This one here, 62 grand. Then we move to, was it this one? That one there, 146,500. This one here, 176,000. Then we go to this one to the side there. That one's 89,500. This one here, might be this one here. There you go, 22,500. And then this one here, 11,500. And there's the one that we looked at just now, shed with patio. So that's all the shed buildings. Now, when I first placed this, and again, it depends whether or not it allows you to place it on the ground. I've shown this before, but like it says there, overlaps with another object. If I override that by pressing triangle, it won't necessarily put the concrete base down around it. So it depends. Some of them I've got concrete bases, some of them I haven't, because I overrode that so I could place them all down. So it depends how you want to go about doing that. There's no customization options on any of the buildings. They come just as they are. So that's the sheds. If we move across to silos, we then move on to the next range of things. And I've got to make sure I try and get these all in the correct order, because these are there we go. So we want this one, that one there, that one there. Yes, so this one here, that will hold 800 pieces of things, 45 grand. That one, that will do 1,000 pieces. If I got this the wrong way around. And then there's another one. Where's the other one? That was further up for some reason. That one there is 38 grand, will do 1,000 pieces as well. Now, this one is bale and pallet storage. That one's bales only. That one is bales only. Slot counts on these, again, varied. I've got, there's so many things here. 8 slots, 6 slots and 6 slots. So again, nothing break the bank. We've then got down here, I've got a selection of, we've got drive-through silo, wedge silo. Then we've got small manure heap, large and, or was it extensions we had an extra one? I could have sworn we had 3 of these. It might have been these. It was those. So small and large there. So 600,000 litres and 1 million litres. Doesn't take up a lot of space either. But that'll need to go near an animal pen to get manure from it. Then we've got our slurry pits, I guess you'd refer to them as. So we've got that one there. We've got a small, we've got a medium, and we've got a large. Now that one there is the medium. The large, as you can see, is a little bit larger. And the small It's got fencing around it and is a little bit smaller. Then we got our underground, they're tanks. Then we got the pits. So this one here and this one here. That one is 500,000 litres. Well, they're both 500,000 actually. That one is the semicircular, and then this one here, a little bit smaller, takes up a little bit less room. Then what else have we got? Then we've got storages. So that one there is this one. I didn't place them all down. That one there's 300,000 litre, and that one there's 500,000 litre. They are standard crop types, not multi-fruit silos. And then finally, I think it was finally, that was all of that, yeah. And then finally, under animal pens, under cows, we got this one here, the old cow barn, 185 grand. That will do, well, it will do 80 cows standard, but it is customizable. I just left it as it was, but you can customize the pen size on the back, so it's 80 upwards. And when I placed it standard, it's showing as 82. So yeah, there's a couple of quirky bits and bobs with these. So as I was saying with these, when I placed this one initially and this one here, oh, that one's still doing it, look. Now that placed the concrete pad, no problem, but it's doing that. It didn't stop. This one was doing the same thing. I saved the game, came out to go and do something else, came back. This one stopped flickering, but that one's still doing it. So yeah, curious. So like I say, you'll get the idea with these, you know, there are duplicates, but drive-through door section here and storage to the side and storage here. These are the standard sheds. Again, this one's a triple garage door, open all the way through, down to there. We've then got more storage round to the side on the longer barn section with the door through. And there again, like I say, we've got nothing on the ground because I overrode it. And then this barn here, with this open drive-through section there and a side door there. This one, these aren't silage clamps, they are just for storage of whatever it is you want to put in there. That door doesn't open for the building. Ramp up on that, like I say, I don't know if you'll encounter that or not. I haven't even got grass growing either. It's a flat texture as well, so it's just, I just assume either the angle or the way it's been put down, but storage here, I don't think these were silage clamps either. As far as I recall, they were just standard, yeah, nothing coming up for clampage, and then those sheds are open there. Then move on to these ones now. This one here was the bale and pallet storage. I've got pallets at the moment, it does bale and pallet, and you've got your in and your out. So once you've got something in, click on it there. So for example, let's take that one out, and it puts it to the side there. This one, bales only. Drive through, and the storage is here for bales. This one is bales only, but the bales are upstairs. So this is all drive through storage space, but if you want to use upstairs, you've got to do it with telehandlers and stuff like that, because this is where the triggered area is at the top here. You can see our bale that's been put in there. So what we'll do now, if we take the bale out, there we go, it should, I'm assuming, appear out either underneath. Where's it put that? Oh, there you go, round underneath there. So those are your bale and pallet storages, and then you've got these. Now this has got a curiosity with it. I always check slurry pits, slurry tanks, especially when you've got an in and an out, because often there are ones you place next to animal pens, and you'll get your slurry from your animal pens. You've got these which are standalone, so you can put in and you can take out. What often happens is you put slurry in, and then when you put digestate in, the digestate automatically becomes slurry. So it doesn't matter what you put in there, it all stays as slurry regardless. So I bought digestate over. Put digestate in this one here, as you can see, bottom right, digestate. We've got some in there. So we've got our putting in, and we've got our taking out. Now I don't know if it's because the triggers are too close, or I mean I don't even think it would be that, because when I come to take out of here, it gives me option to start filling, but doesn't give me the option for digestate. Look, start filling, slurry, if I go left, right, it doesn't show that there's even slurry in it. So I digestate in it. So I don't know what's happening there. Again, will the pack may get an update? I'm not too sure. There is definitely digestate in it, but it won't let me take it out. So yeah, a curiosity and no mistake. So as I said, with this one here, the silo option, again, this is the same building we've seen. This is the third version of, but this is silo, standard crop type, 300,000 litre, and the other one was a 500,000 litre. And then we've got our animal pen just over here for our cows. This is customizable, extendable, changeable out the back. Inside, Trigger for our animals. Actually, where is the milk? I assume, because there's not actually a marker for it. The fact the milk tanks are there. It's not at the front, is it? Oh, there you go. There's our milk. There's our milk trigger out the front there. Feed and bedding trigger, and then slurry, liquid manure trigger out the back there. So there you go. That's all of that lot. 26 items of varying different things in the farm building pack. Next, we're going to go in and have a look here. I think I might have got one of these out on the front of a tractor, but we'll have a look in here first. We've got this. This is the homemade weight. This by Dawid, Camel R1 and OskarRaksowy, I think it is. 1.93 megabyte download and 1 slot. Options on this, we can change the main colour, which is the frame, and we change that colour, which is the barrel. Like so. 800 kilos, homemade weight. And then we have got, I'm going to show you this one. Again, this is fairly sort of standard, I guess. This is under fertilizer spreaders, just there. The Kverneland Exacta EL700. This is 5.58 megabytes download, 4 slots by Puszkap, 14 meter spread width. It does fertilizer only, not fertilizer and lime. The only option on this is customizing of the top lip, which we can change the color of that. I think it might change the yeah, it changes the blades and the little bits down the bottom as well. If I change that now to blue, you'll see those change down the bottom as well. There you go. Yeah, so it will spread fertilizer to 14 meters, 3-point link mounted on the back of your Tractoren. Next, we've got these. This is the Fuhrmann Pack by Unstoppable, 9.66 megabytes download, 4 slots, 6 slots and 4 slots. There are 3 in this pack. Now, this adjusts slightly the standard Fuhrmann trailers, which are normally just for grapes or olives, sometimes just grapes. So we've got that one there, 4 slots, 6 slots, 4 slots. This one here, 6,000 litres. Now, we've got the option on this. If you go olives and grapes, it will only accept olives or grapes. If you put it on general grains, it will take everything, including olives and grapes. So it depends, like I say, if you want to use it for other things as well. But it will take olives and grapes as well if you go for general grains. Then you've got a rim colour option on there, like so. Then we go to this one here. So this one's got a ladder on the front, yes or no. The cover, which is actually pretty cool. I do like that metallic cover on there. Then we do the same thing, olives and grapes or general grains, rim colour option on there, and license plate as well. A 12,000 litre. And then finally, we've got this one here. Now, this is, if you have it on olives and grapes, it's 14,500 litres. Remember what I said, if you go for the grains option, you can still do olives and grapes. So if I go for that one, the capacity changes to 140,500. So if you want a much bigger capacity, you can go for that one. It doesn't have a cover or anything. You've got rim colour and license plate option as well, but it goes from the 14,500 to 140,500. So unreal capacity if you fancy a bit of that. So that one there, I've gone for the 140,500. You can see bottom right, that one's got grapes in it, just to prove that even with that option on. Well, that's that front weight. I did put one of those on. There you go, on the front there. And then this one, just because I liked the, I thought the cover was pretty nifty. So you can open cover either side, open cover, open next cover, and then close cover. Ladder goes up, close everything away. Bob's your uncle. There you go. That is the Fuhrmann pack. Next we have got this. This is the, was it the Lizard Rotant? Again, my handwriting, it looks like it says Roland, but it's not. Rotant. The Lizard Rotant 743 by Dom. Now I had a message from Terry last night who said that this has got the ability to hire a worker. And I thought, well, I'm sure you can, can't you, with anything now? If you click on, you just change the width of it to whatever your swath is. But I tried with the standard one, it didn't work. So it's not something I would normally double check. I was just going to show you in the thing and say, look, here it is. So this is under forage wagons. And you'll find it just there. There's the Rotant 743, 38,860. So a little bit cheaper, to be fair, for its capacity, 31,000 litres. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Big Hitty, Vredstein, Alliance, back again with various different options, standards, mediums. I think we've got some wides as well on there, if you want to change those up. Cover yes or no. Puts a wide cover and a bit on the back of that. Silage additive tank, yes or no. Beta rotors in the back, yes or no. And then license plate option on there too. So what we'll do, start this up. Holds 10 litres of silage additive. Cover open and close. You can see it's got the canvas bit on the back and the bits across the top. If I open cover, it takes all that away. So if you want that open, you can. It's entirely up to you. When we turn it on, the rotor starts moving at the front. And we raise and lower, same as most other forage wagons work. Now, what I'm curious about, like I say, is hiring a worker. I don't think I've ever actually tried. I suppose because I've got so used to, like, in that habit of, well, you just do it yourself. I've never tried. Let's hire a worker. Not sure where it's going. So yes, you can hire a worker. Right, let's stop there. Let's go on to here. That's curious, right? Because I've hired a worker, and that's showing what's going up the middle, I suppose. Is that showing the same strips? 8 metres? No, because the working width of the mower was 10. So I guess you can go into here then, and then you can adjust that to the same as what it was for your mower, but it will allow you to hire a worker with the forage wagon. So if you are collecting stuff, whereas the standard, I've got the base game one out there just because I thought, I'm sure they all do it, don't they? No, it doesn't. The other one won't let you hire a worker at all. So there you go. It will do the forage wagon job, and if you've set the settings to the correct width of whatever your windrower was, or whatever your if you're mowing and swathing at the same time, then you can hire a worker and it will pick up your stuff. That's the Lizard Rotant 743. Thank you, Terry. Next, we've got this little beauty. This is the Lizard Legendary 50 by SleutjesModding. 7.13 megabyte download and 5 slots. It's a dinky little thing. Very cool though. You'll find this under your vehicles, cars and bikes. Just there for 750. You've got street tyre. Now this is quite difficult to tell, but you've got street tyre 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then back to 1 again. Design 1. Sorry, design no or yes, which puts that on there. Fenders, which adds on extra little bits on the back of each of the fenders, just to prevent splash. Main colour does, let's go with that, the framework and bodywork. Secondary colour does your, was it the mudguards? Does your mudguards. Seat colour we can change if we want to, like so. Then rim colour, if you want to match up to the vehicle or you want to mix and match it, it's up to you, like so. 38 horsepowers. Lights. There's no horn. Just noticed. Tell you what though, the light is incredibly bright. Look. Pretty cool. There you go, there's your first person. No crash helmet view on this one. It comes just like that. There you go. Legendary. And then finally, we've got this. Before we finish, I'm going to say this now. We've got a new map out. We've got Kastor and Leon by CYL Modding Studio. Now this was on FS22. I don't know if it had 19 maybe as well. And it was packed with stuff on FS22. It's even more packed. It's insane. I went on to do some prep. I genuinely don't know how I'm going to do a map tour on it. There are 253 registered items. That's crops and productions. 253 on the map. There's additional vehicles and machinery. There's additional stuff in build mode. The productions list is ludicrously long. I think of all the maps I've ever done map tours on, it is the most complicated. I was even considering doing it in 2 parts. I don't like doing map tours in 2 parts. I will continue to do the prep, but genuinely, it's frying my brain. There is so much going on. this may be the map that beats me. I don't know how. I did a map. I remember doing the map tour on FS22 and it being difficult then. I'll plug away and see. So if a map tour pops up for that, fantastic. If it doesn't, you'll know why. I've had a mental breakdown of some description. Anyway, the final mod, we've got this, and it's a gorgeous one. This is JCB Fastrac 83, hang on, where 8280 8310. It's by RossN mods, 11.53 megabytes download and 9 slots. It's a beastie. So this one and the Fastrac 3000 that we've had recently from RossN mods are the older versions of the new 4000 icon series and the 8000 icon series. These are the OGs, the original versions, but very nice indeed. So this you'll find under large tractors, just there. 220 grand for the base version. Window control, you got on or off. I went on. Then we've got 282 or 310 horsepower. Those are our options. We have got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas. Watch when we get to BKT Vredestein. BKT bumps that tyre size up, but you can get the other ones I'll show you in a minute. Back to Trelleborg. So under Trelleborg, we've got standard, wheel weights, mediums. There you go. Front tyre goes up. Weights. Now look at the back tyre. Oh no, it doesn't do... Ah, it doesn't do wides on there. Okay. We then go to narrow twins. Rear twin all round. Let's try and do Michelin then. Wheel weights, medium weights, narrows. No. Maybe it is only rear twin. Yep, that's gone to narrows. BKT, medium. There you go, wide. So maybe it is only on the BKTs you get the wides. I was going to say, wait till you see the wides, but yeah. Glad I checked that. BKTs for the wides. Anyway, we've got beacons. We've got no beacons, low beacons 2, high beacons, light bar with rear lights, light bar with no rear lights, back to no beacons. LED strobes, we've got no, we've got front, we've got back, we've got both. GPS, no, we've got standard, which puts the GPS monitor inside the cab. And then you've got Starfire, so it's a John Deere like Starfire unit on the top if you want that. Back to no. Horns, yes or no. Then we've got CB radio inside, yes or no. I think I went for a CB radio. Mirror covers, if you want the mirror covers, you can go yes. You can go yes with white lights, yes with amber lights, back off again. Precision farming on, you've got a Serapro Compact, which puts them on the mirrors a little bit lower down, not on the bigger mirrors, but if you want that on there. Main colour changes all of that. Grill colours changes that. Next grill colour does the top grill on top there. Just see that's just changed. Mirror guard colours, if you wanted to change those and have them JCB colour, they've got the amber lights on them as well. Rim colour, license plate option on there as well. So let's start it up. There's our lights. Now I went for the light bar and I went for the flashing unit. Both, so I've got front and rear. Now the light bars usually have brakes on them as well. There you go, got brake lights on there as well. Then we go L1, R1, L1, R1. So right stick side side and up and down. So up and down does the rear window, side to side does the door. Interior. There you go, there's the extra monitor, there's a CB radio. Let's turn all that off, see what happens when we turn it all on. Have I had my map on the entire time? I do apologise, I don't normally do that. For such a big tractor, I always find it fascinating that it's only like 310, I say only 310 horsepower. It's a fair bit of horsepower, isn't it? But it's a big old beast. 43 miles an hour. This will run. And there you have it. That's your mods. Let's see about this map tour. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.